It's watch along time. It's watch along time. I'm Gav Matt from Two Up Top. We'll be shortly joined by Ed Hall for this watch along for Arsenal versus West Ham United. Talk about United. We've just witnessed Manchester United get a lovely little slap in there from Crystal Palace, which is absolutely brilliant. There you are, Ed. How are you, dude?
Hello. I'm very happy that Man United lost 3-1. I'm only
Oh,
joking.
mate, honestly, our friend just came round a couple of moments ago and said, "Oh, it's going to be 3-1 to Palace." This one, it was 1-0, and they just before the penalty got awarded, and I was like, "Yeah, right. I wish I put it on."
Did you? Have you seen everything that happened now? The fast that was the penalty.
I don't think it was a pen.
No, I don't think it was a pen. I think it was one of those stereotypical moments of slowing it down so it looks villainous. But then when they saved it, I thought, wow, justice is. And then they bring the penalty back.
This is one of those things. It's one of those decisions that always get given in Manchester United's way. So do you not feel that it's wonderful that it's gone the other way this time? It's like,
without a doubt, mate.
This is so funny. This is so funny. Oh my God. All right then, Jason Wardell, he said, less small talk. West Ham United hate. Go. Now, I was really hoping to give some real hardcore hate to West Ham, but no, do you know what? No, West Ham. Let's talk about West Ham. Our pal Wayne from the West Ham, The Reason Why We Drink podcast, I'm hoping that he's going to be able to join us. He's having a lot of technical issues at the moment over in Texas, but we are hoping that we might be able to see his face at some point during the game. That guy, like he said, United got smashed. Yes, they did. Complete taste of their own medicine. And I think it's right. The complete taste of their own medicine, especially when it comes to that penalty decision, really, really is. But, those things, they get given. Sometimes they don't. And it's just the way it is. Should we look at some team news?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's look at some team news. Let's start with the Arsenal lineup. They are going with a 3 at the back again. Goalkeeper is Bernd Leno. They're going with the back 3 of Kieran Tierney, Gabriel and Holding. And the wing backs being Bukayo Saka and Hector Bellerin. 2 midfield of Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka. And then the front 3, it's Willian Aubameyang supporting Lacazette.
The fact he's managed to get Saka into the game shows real intent to attack West Ham from all angles.
Well, I'm really wound up because this is the only issue why I did not want Bukayo Saka wearing number 7, because he will be filling in a left wing back position and sometimes in a left back position, and I'm very, very busy about shirt numbers. So therefore, why did you pick number 7?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It
must be Ronaldo.
Shirt numbers really, really do my Swede. But you're right. It's a very strong lineup from the Arsenal. And it's also, you're right. It's a statement of intent, a statement to attack. And they really want to get at West Ham United. Let's get the West Ham United lineup there. They're going with a 4-2-3-1 by the seams of it from the team sheets that we've been able to look at. So they're going with Fabianski in goal. Back 4 of Aaron Cresswell, Ogbonna, Issa Diop and Ryan Fredericks. The 2 holding midfielders being Declan Rice and Souček. 4 now sort of just above those 2. And then Jarrod Bowen and Aaron Masuaku, who's playing in a bit more advanced position to what he's normally used to. And then Michail Antonio looks like what wants to be, as they call it, the kids now call it, a false 9. That's what they're gone with there.
What do you think about Declan Rice? Because I have tried for such a long time to see the positives, and I feel like everyone tells me I should appreciate Declan Rice, but I don't rate him.
If Declan Rice was foreign, we'd all be saying, "Oh, he's really good at holding the ball, and he's really concise in the middle of the park." I just think he is an average defensive midfielder.
He's average.
He does what's expected, and it's one of those things where it's like, he's English, so therefore we have to give him praise. Now, on that, I want to draw your attention. I haven't got an image at the moment, but I want to draw your attention to a post that was put by the Liverpool's favourite newspaper, The Sun, and it says English wonder kid comes off the bench as Bayern Munich thrash Schalke 8-0. Now, this kid is young. He's 17 or 18. He was born in Stuttgart. He was raised in Stuttgart. He moved to England when he was 7. He's then represented England at junior age. So I decided to comment, and I've been getting loads of jip off loads of people going. So yeah, I put English. He was born in Germany and he lived there till he was about 7 or 8. Love this paper. So here we go. I've been called a twat, a mong,
fair
enough, which is true. All these things. It's just there's so many players that are dual nationality. He's German and he's representing England. If you go through the Bundesliga and see how many dual nationality kids there are of American and German descent, some of them choose to play for England, some of them choose to play for whoever. So are you going to turn around to me and tell me that Owen Hargreaves is English? He played for England, yes, but he's Canadian. They're only gassing him up because he's a kid. And it's like, he's a wonder kid.
It's what the English do with Andy Murray. We're like,
yes,
British #1, not Scottish.
He lost. He's Scottish. He's a prick. He's a this. He's a that. Oh, it's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. So where's the other comment that he said to me? He plays for England, you idiot. Therefore, he's English. Okay. Thanks for that. You made me feel so much better. So much better. Irish Long Baller said, this is a blockable offence using that paper. Hey, look, I'm not a big fan of that paper myself. However, if they were to offer me a job, I would probably take it. I probably would. What else we got there? I love you, Gav Mac. Come on, Arsenal. We will win 3-0. Hey.
I think we'll win 3 or 4-1.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, go on.
I think so score prediction. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1. I do feel that Arsenal might concede a goal today.
I don't. I just said 1 because I like Antonio. Even when I'm adamant he won't score, I'd like him to score. So it twists my arm a bit. I honestly don't think West Ham will ever score more than 1 goal unless there's like a penalty. They are horrendous.
They're just showing the replay. Sorry, they're just showing the replay of when the ball's actually struck and De Gea has come off the line. I think that is so harsh. What do you think of that?
That's a red card.
He hates United. He hates United. Darryl Wallace is watching the show. Thank you very much for watching so far. 2-1 Arsenal, he says. Yes, and going back to my previous thing as well. Deeks, who came on the show not too long ago, he said, I agree with the shirt numbers. Now, what shirt numbers wind you up for certain positions? You feel free to lob that in the comments as we're going along, because I think that'll be one of the things we'll be talking about, because why not? The game might be boring. It might be wonderful. Who knows?
You'd hope so. I'm really excited to see Willian again, because, I mean, even though he's a player we've seen a lot of over the years, this just seems to make more sense, this attacking 3. It's only been 1 game. I might just be getting gassed. But
I was going to say, calm down. It's been 1 game. But you never know.
No, but it's just the type of player he is. Looks like he suits Arsenal's attackers more than he did Chelsea's, because he was just in the shadow of Hazard, in my opinion.
Well, Arsenal fans, West Ham fans, football fans as a whole, feel free to watch the game along with us. Watch it along with us. So make sure you stick it on your telly box in the background, and instead of just putting a status up on Facebook about how much Aubameyang is such a G, just comment on the video and watch the video with us. You can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Periscope, I believe, as well. So yes, you'll be able to watch it on all those things, all those formats.
Yeah,
you are more
sorry,
than welcome to watch.
webcam blurry.
It is a touch. It's not normally like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm confused.
Give it a little rub. Give it a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a little rub. There you are. So while he's having a little rub on his camera, let's get those team lineups again. And once again, feel free to lob your score predictions in there as well. And if you've got anything else to talk about in terms of what's happened today so far in the Premier League, feel free to comment and we'll have a good old chinwag about it. That looks a little bit clearer there, son. So just going back to the lineups again, Arsenal with 3-4-3, if you want to call it that. Leno between the sticks. Then you've got Tierney, Gabriel, Holding, Saka and Bellerin as the wing-backs, Ceballos and Xhaka, and then Aubameyang, Willian, Lacazette. And then the West Ham lineup, Fabianski, Cresswell, Ogbonna, Diop and Fredericks in the back four. The two holding midfielders are Souček and Rice. Fornals just above them, Masuaku wide left, Jarrod Bowen wide right, and Michail Antonio down the middle. Yeah, so West Ham, we had a West Ham podcast on the show a couple of weeks ago. You're more than welcome to go back and watch that. It's available on YouTube and also to listen to in our top 100 podcast in the world. You're allowed to listen to that. But West Ham, I was trying to feed questions to make a little bit of positivity out of it, but I'm not going to sit here and bang on about our West Ham are terrible and this sort of stuff, because I know what will happen. They'll turn up and they'll turn us over. But West Ham, what have they got to look forward to?
What do they have to look forward to? Because morale's at an all-time low, isn't it? They've since they've moved, they seem to have lost a lot of identity, and I think even the fans noticed that. Yeah. And on top of that, the dream that was sold to him isn't happening. It's a bit more of a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a shambles at the top of the tree, and it goes to show when the players, I imagine a lot of the bigger name players, yes, they've got their own Twitter handles, etc., but they will probably be ran by a PR person. When Mark Noble comes out and says, what are you, pretty much in no less words, what are you doing at board level? Why are you letting Dean Garner go? He's one of the greatest talents that we've got at the club. And he went for peanuts, really. 18 million is young enough to warrant a higher transfer fee. I just think there's a lot of mess going on with Gold, Sullivan and Brady. And the quicker they sell the club, I think the better it will be for West Ham as a whole.
I agree with you, but do they want to let go of such an attractive proposition to people? London top flight football. Do you think it'll be another case of you Mike Ashley?
Well, I think the issue is that in 3 years' time, or I think it's 2023 when it is happening, the stadium will be owned outright by them. So therefore, the club will carry a lot more financial clout. So because of that, then they will be able to run off into the hills with as much money. They can demand as much money as they want, because then they've got the sale of the stadium off the back of it. You know, so I think it's naughty what's going on
in these 3 years in the Championship.
Yeah, well, if last season's anything to go by, the first couple of games were great, and then next thing you know, they're hanging down by the bottom of the league and have to rely on the last 2-3 games to survive. So it's not looking great for West Ham. Really isn't looking great for West Ham. Yes, so we are just 14 minutes away from kickoff. You got enough beers there, son?
You know what? I've just sorry, how much of this? I've just got my new laptop back. So the one I've been using for prior streams has just been set up, and this one I've just realised I ain't got the charger on me, so I'm gonna have to run and plug this in before it dies. It's a nightmare.
Well, you go plug that in.
It's like a space station, this room, honestly. You just forget.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
No problem at all. See you in a moment. So Ed's gone to go get his charger, and he'll be back in a couple of moments. I've got stuff everywhere. You can see everything in my whole living room here. But yes, we are only 15 minutes away from the beginning of the second London derby in as many weeks for Arsenal. And I'm sat here in my bruised banana. I'm going with a 3-1 victory for Arsenal. What are your score predictions? Put it in there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In fact, I haven't even done our normal housekeeping. So run along the bottom of the screen. There you go. In fact, we'll put it on the main screen there. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/2UpTopFootball. It's not just watch alongs we do. We do Premier League reviews. We do Bundesliga reviews, top fives, and special guest interviews. You'll be able to go back and have a look at all of our content and subscribe to our future content. As I said, at the bottom of the screen that you can see going across, make sure you download Soccer Manager 2021. It's available now from the App Store and Google Play Store, which is an absolutely incredible football management game which you can play on the move. It's a great game. So yes, make sure you get involved in that and make sure you download it. That'll be running across the bottom of the screen throughout the whole transition.
Back, baby.
He's back. He's back. See, I haven't got a cool box. I did bring my cool box last time, but I've just got me little. It's got a little box and it's got a couple of beers in there, so that'll keep me posted. Got the old two at top mug.
So I took a little break from beer, so I'm on the Acton. No, it's just water.
I was going to say, break from beer, I'm on the Archers.
Yeah.
I only drink schnapps, mate.
Only schnapps.
Right. Can you do me a favour? Oh, Claire, my miss is saying 2-0. She's saying 2-0 in the background.
2-0.
2-0 to the Arsenal. That's what she's going with.
She never said to the Arsenal. You just put that in her mouth.
Yeah, I did put that in her mouth.
Yeah.
And the score, way banter. Right. Yeah. You able to get my Ethernet cable? Thank you. And there's a little adapter as well.
No, it's already hooked on it, isn't it?
No, that's the one for the iPhone. I need one for the USB one. Black one. Should be in the drawer. Because we don't want any dropouts today. We don't want any dropouts. Oh dear, that's not very good. Tierney injured in training.
Is this proven? Is this?
Looks like it is the case. Jed Searson, who you honestly, if you are interested in becoming a football scout, make sure you get in contact with this guy. He's available on LinkedIn. Literally, just go to his LinkedIn, Jed Searson, as written, as it is just there, and book onto his courses. I've done one, and I'm really looking forward to going on another as well. So make sure you do it out. However, he does say, sort this shirt out, Gav, and I'm not very happy with that. But yeah, he was one of the big boy scouts at West Ham. So I believe there is a bit of an affiliation there with him. So with that in mind, I'll let him off. Oh. Hopefully, no more dropouts, no more slow stuff. But yes, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also download Soccer Manager 2021. Make sure you do that as well. Right, not good about the Tierney thing, if that is the case.
If it's the case, yeah.
I haven't quite seen it yet. I don't have any reason to disbelieve him. So they've got the Willian stats up. 235 games, 37 goals, 35 assists. He's also got 5 goals and 5 assists in his last 10 Premier League games. Now, I'm very good friends with a Chelsea fan, and he is not a big fan of Willian at all. And when he explained his reasons behind it, I started analysing him even more than I did before. And I sort of see where he's coming from. He could be a bit of a passenger sometimes.
Give me an example.
Yeah, so he could be a bit of a passenger. He's there, you know. he'll be playing in a wide position. He won't come and track back and help out his defence, especially when they're under the cosh. I mean, like, look at last season. Chelsea conceded 54 goals in the Premier League. They were 15th in the league table in regards to goals conceded. And some of those things would come from not tracking back and not helping out your defence. You know, it would get one worldy assist in 10 games, and it would be like, oh my God, look what Willian can do. So I don't disagree with him as such, but as you said, do you reckon it might be a different type of, is different teammates, different style of play that might be able to bring out something better in him at Arsenal rather than what he's doing at Chelsea?
Who was his managers for Chelsea?
He had about 750 managers, didn't he, in that time? So, you know, he had Sarri, he's had Lamps, he's had Conte, Mourinho.
Do you feel he's lost interest in the club for all these transitions? Because I imagine every manager keeps coming in with new philosophies and it keeps changing his game. And then one manager might fancy him, one might not. It might just... I mean, you don't know how stressful as a time it can be inside these clubs. Not to say it's massive if you're a professional, but...
This is the thing about James Rodriguez, who had a worldy game today, and he actually played quite well last week as well.
James Rodriguez, I still believe in him. I still always said it. He's a good player. When I see him play for Bayern Munich, he actually had really good games. So,
yeah, but who was his manager at Bayern Munich? Ancelotti at the time. That's what he was doing bits. Who's his manager at Real Madrid when he was doing bits? No. Ancelotti. And now he's playing under Ancelotti again. So, with that in mind, I completely get that. Ian Bird, he's a good little dart player, Ian Bird, and he's a massive gooner. He's very, very invested in his time with 3 in the Ball, which is a darting podcast which you can watch every Wednesday at 8:00. He's asked, when's the little one due? Well, the little one is due on the second half. Ed, you might be doing the second half by yourself at this rate. She's due on the 21st of October, and we might be running a sweepstake. So, you know, put some dates in. As I said, she's due on the 21st of October. I think she's going to be here on the 2nd. So, you know, put your thoughts in. Put your thoughts in the old comment box when Mini Mac will be arriving. And Simon J says, right, fellas. How are you, Simon, pal? How are you?
Yeah, winner gets to be the kid's godfather. Or godmother.
Winner gets to be godfather. So both teams have scored, and there's been a win in all the games today so
Can
far.
we have a talk about the games? Yeah, go on. As you was.
Yeah. Everton won 5-2 against West Brom. Loads of drama in that game. Leeds won 4-3 against Fulham. Two random ass penalties in the first half as well. Man United won, Crystal Palace 3. I mean, like, we're going to be breaking these down completely tomorrow in the review show at 7 p.m, which you can watch on all platforms. Ideally, we'd like you to all watch it on YouTube, and the YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/2UpTopFootball. And did you know, if you put 2 Up Top into Google, our name comes up first, which is pretty damn cool.
If you type anything into Google, we come up first.
Literally just like the word anything.
Anything.
True, but you know, there's some pods, you know, they've got a name which might sound familiar to other things, so therefore you might have to scroll down a touch. But with 2 Up Top, if you literally put 2, in fact, everyone who's watching now, try it. Put it in your phone. Go onto Google and put 2 Up Top, and who comes up first? Brilliant stuff. Honestly, I love it. I love it.
Gav, Leeds United conceded 4, scored 3 last week. This week, score 4, concede 3.
And then they've got Man City next week.
Yes.
That's going to be 0-0, isn't it, for Bants?
Do you think that's a reflection of what the rest of the season will be? Or is that just opening day, open play Liverpool, and then play the second game playing someone you've come up with? So that's always going to be an open game.
Well,
do you think that'll change?
I didn't think Fulham really offered anything in the first half. I felt that they were very lucky to end up getting the penalty. So I think they just fell asleep a little bit as the game went on. I don't think they're going to play like that the whole time. If they do, and we're like wonderful, it will be entertainment every single week. A little bit like when Blackpool were in the Premier League. But
Yeah.
you can't get away with playing like that every week.
Was
you
it,
really
was
can't.
Was it about to sit in the middle of the circle, or was that Hull?
That was Hull City, with Phil Brown.
Phil Brown, that was it. It was.
Love Phil Brown. What a bloke he is. Absolute bloke. Yeah. Back in the old ref days, I did. Who was it? Southend versus Colchester at Roots Hall, and he turned up and he was having a little chinwag with all the young Southend players when he was a Southend gaffer. And yes, it's confirmed. Sead Kolasinac is starting this game at left centre half, and I am now concerned. I'm going to retract my original prediction, and I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I don't trust Kolasinac, and I don't trust Kolasinac in a back three. No way. No way.
But you are coming up against a struggling West Ham, who probably will scoring more than one's a challenge. Scoring one's a challenge.
Yeah, David Luiz is back on the bench. You know what? If he's fit enough for the bench, he's fit enough to start. So I'd risk him. I really would.
That front three gives you promise, though.
Front three looks really, really good. Simon says 3-1 to the Goons, and it looks like the formation that I put up, according to Sky, it looks like the formation might be matching Arsenal's with a 3-4-3. So I was a little bit concerned and a bit confused by the situation of Masuaku playing in that sort of position. But it looks like Cresswell's going to play left-sided centre half with Ogbonna and Diop, and then you've got Masuaku and Fredericks playing in the wing-back positions. So it'll be very interesting to see. So the sweepstakes are coming in already. Birdie reckons that she'll be here on the 12th of October. So yes, my little girl is due on the 21st of October. When is she going to arrive? So yes, out there for you guys to have a little sweepstake in. You don't get any money for it, mind.
Over 12 months.
You go over 12 months. It's like an elephant. There's elephants that are like pregnant for like 14 months.
Yeah, we'll call this one Gavin.
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 Yeah. Doesn't want to leave. Staying in. Stop putting your links of the game in my feed, please. That would be lovely if you could. And find your own methods of watching the game. We're watching it at our homes. You may go to a pub and watch it. You may comment on the game via our social media links, and you can watch it on any of those. You can follow us on all those social media links. But we're about to get going, and we are doing the knee. They're taking a knee.
It'll be West Ham taking that L.
And up they get, and we are off. West Ham are kicking off. West Ham taking that L. You know it. You absolutely know it.
You don't mean that though, because you are such a cautious Arsenal fan.
No, I'm an honest Arsenal fan. I've been watching Arsenal for too long to allow them to raise my hopes and shatter my dreams for too many years. And I apologise regularly to my little brother for making him an Arsenal fan. already apologise. Yeah, I apologise on a regular basis. But there's a long ball through there. Aubameyang just not able to get on the end of that. But 30 seconds in, and Arsenal on the front foot already. That's one thing I am enjoying, though. Seeing Arsenal on the front foot and actually trying to take the game. And that's been happening a bit more and more often than not.
You seem to be a bit more level-headed. You don't just look like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, and I just really want to see Arsenal go back to playing 4 at the back and having 3 decent midfielders in the middle of the park. I want to see like a creative midfielder, 1 or 2, like how how Leicester are, with their defensive midfielder, a box to boxer, and a man in behind. That's what I want to see at the Arsenal. I really want to see that, and that will allow our wide players to just be a little bit more fruitful and a bit more free. And then just say if you got someone like Xhaka, I'm not saying he's going to, but he could, if he needs to, sit in between the 2 centre halves that we're playing, or play David Luiz in a centre midfield position. So then he can come and do a old school Matthias Sammer or Lothar Matthäus sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he is not that player at all. Lubab Nore keeps putting links in the game in the post, so I've blocked him now. So see you later. And there's a good cross. It's unlucky that, but Arsenal on front foot.
That's what you want. You got to start confident.
Oh, definitely. You've got to get in the faces of these sort of teams.
To get to the levels you need to be at.
It should be a comfortable victory if you want to go anywhere. And Leno's going to come out and get that. I like Leno. I really do like Leno, but I really do feel that we should have kept Martinez, and I feel that he should be starting. He commands a box way better. Xhaka's just giving the ball away. And Souček just put a cross in, but it was met there by the head of Gabriel and cleared away.
Can I ask you something? If you qualify for the Champions League,
yes,
would you be content next year in the Champions League with them front 3 being your starting attack, or would you want them to invest further into the attacking line?
Need to invest further, because if this current front 3 of Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Willian, next year, Willian will be 33. Aubameyang will be coming up to 33 because he's going to be 32 later on this year. And then Lacazette is 28, 29 next year. So therefore, we need to be looking at hoping that Martinelli steps up, hoping that Nketiah steps up. We need more. We need to be able to have more option in that front 3, and hoping like Saka will be further in front as well. So if we're in the Champions League right now, I'll be fine. But if we're running with these 3 next season, I'll be a little bit concerned.
Yeah,
West Ham got a corner here. I don't want to talk too much about corners. I'll wait for this corner to go first, and then I'll say what I was going to say. don't want to get myself in trouble.
West Ham are the worst at corners I've ever seen.
Commentators curse and stuff, and that's a good save there. Bonner really should have got his head on that. I was going to say Arsenal have been doing a lot better of late defending corners. So if they score from the second corner, that's fine. It could be a different training move, but just that first corner, you don't want to say it, and then you you ship a goal straight away. Oh dear. So coming up to 5 minutes in, still 0-0. Arsenal just trying to feed themselves into the game and just try and keep hold of possession. West Ham, they're not exactly chasing shadows at the moment, but I think they will be if they haven't got a focal striker. But they've got a striker in Jarrett Bowen, but he's playing wide right. I don't get that.
It's not inspiring, is it?
No.
It just screams, don't concede. And we might hit him on the break. Or we might, it's not even hitting him on the break. I wouldn't call them a pacey team either. But that one chance might fall to him. And how long can you do that for?
Yeah, there's only so long you can sit on on what they're trying to do. It's almost like they haven't come with any intention of trying to win the game, but then Arsenal make mistakes like that. It's just been flicked on by accident. I didn't see that was actually.
If you've not got the Arsenal, no pun intended.
But
there's no progression underneath it. So that might be a sign we're certainly not getting any signings which are going to change the way we play.
Who's that, Arsenal or West Ham?
West Ham.
West Ham. West Ham, the thing is, they've got money. Their owners are very, very rich. But like in most football nowadays, it's all about, hang on. How's he giving a free kick to West Ham in that situation there?
Let me just analyse it myself. I'm not too far behind you. Really?
It's Danny. Danny Spires on Finals having a little tangle up, but for me, I think that's a free kick. I think that's a defensive free kick. You get away with giving a defensive free kick there, and no one would ever bat an eyelid. But now West Ham have got a free kick in a relatively dangerous position.
It's down to Ceballos. Is it another loan deal?
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm not overly disappointed by it. Who's going to have this then? Is it Cresswell? Oh, he's flicked it onto Rice, and it's been deflected, and it's another corner. Your pal Declan Rice. Hey, Ed, you're a Liverpool fan.
I am indeed.
Should we talk about Jota?
Oh, come on. I was on the night shift and that one drops. And I was like, oh, this makes it all worth it. It doesn't. But still, it made me feel good.
Two quality signs. The Thiago one's been bubbling all summer, but Jota came out of nowhere.
Oh no, yeah. So the thing is with Thiago is we actually did doubt if we could actually get him. Because
Man United thought they were going to have him, didn't they?
But no, it's just Liverpool. This is the first time Liverpool have been able to go and buy the already certified players of the world. Liverpool produce a lot of great players. People would just go, "Oh, Van Dijk, 75 minutes." Van Dijk was a Southampton centre back. That's like just because he looks like promising. Everyone we make, Sadio Mane was Southampton. Mo Salah was where was he? Basel.
Roma.
Sorry,
it was Roma. Yeah, he was just good at Roma.
Yeah,
you've made him something. Is he the most certain player at Roma? Is he the most certain?
He's the most certain player
we've signed since Torres.
Is Torres, because obviously Torres was one of the young best players in the world. So, but since Torres, it's never been that. It's always been find Luis Suarez at Ajax and sell him on to Barcelona. But now we've won the Champions League and shown the world we're back in a top tier position. We've finally been able to get the likes of Thiago, who's just won a Champions League with an unstoppable Bayern Munich side. So he obviously considers Liverpool as matching Bayern's ambition. So it shows progression in the club. So that's why it's exciting. But
one of the things we talk about a lot is that when players leave Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, it's normally a step back. But this really isn't, is it?
No, I mean, I'm sure people would argue that. I mean, it's like the last two Champions League winners, they're both the champions of their country. There's not much in it. It's a game I wish I could have seen. If it weren't for that Athletic, I mean, granted, we lost fair and square to Atletico, but I would have loved to have seen us play Bayern.
I think, after the break, Bayern have been so dangerous. Honestly, they've been one of the most easiest teams to watch on the eye because they're still combative and they're still robust, but then they have all this flair and just score goals for fun. Look at yesterday night. They literally
crazy.
It took 4 minutes for them to break the deadlock against, to be fair, Schalke were dead end of last season. And if you looked at Schalke's form from the lockdown onwards, they would have got relegated and probably would have got the record low points in Bundesliga history, just for the form that they had. But then over 34 games, they're not going to do that. So you think after the break, after they've had their summer, try and sort things out. Let's do something. And yeah, Bayern Munich just thought, nah, mate, not having that.
It was a statement. I mean, they've got a wicked squad. Leroy Sané is a fantastic acquisition.
He got a goal and 2 assists yesterday as well. Serge Gnabry got a hat trick.
But I mean, like, Leroy Sané does what I think no one did in the Premier League, where every time he's on the ball, he gives you like a mini heart attack when he's running at your defence. Like, and with Serge Gnabry, he's so unpredictable. Him and Leroy Sané are just perfect for that Bayern team.
They will be for Bayern Munich, the new Ribéry and Robin.
Yeah, because I know it's exactly like that. Both similar players from the wings, slight differences, but both there to do the same job.
Yeah, really do. Simon's asked, what do we think about the loan deal for Gareth Bale?
As a football fan, I think it's wicked because I love to have all the big characters in the league. I still think he's a good player. He could even still be a great player. It's just because we haven't seen him play much football. Last time I properly watched him play was against Liverpool in the Champions League final, and we know how that ended. He's still got tremendous accolades and tools at his disposal, and it's effectively Tottenham's old best player linking up with their current best player. That's like, you always do that with anyone at your club. You go, like right now, I bet you're probably thinking, I'd love to see Aubameyang and Thierry Henry play with each other.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah, but I used to love saying, I remember Torres and Luis Suarez in their prime together. That would have been sick. Like, probably the two best strikers in my lifetime. But I think with Tottenham, they actually get to see it. Their two best players probably in this current period play together. I think it's wicked.
I mean, like that front three: Bale, Son, Kane. That competes with your front three, and I think that Liverpool's front three is the best front three in the league, and arguably the best front three in world football right now.
Because
definitely,
I think Man United have quite an attractive front three, but they don't play well together, in my opinion. I still see them as individuals. That's the problem. Problem is Harry Kane and Gareth Bale's injury record is going to hinder Tottenham because they're both players who's tremendously with injury.
Well, apparently Gareth Bale is not actually going to be able to play until middle of October because he's carrying a knock. Now, I don't know how real that is, but from what I'm hearing, that is the case. So it's already screwed. But no, Gareth Bale, I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. They're just sub for each other. But no, I agree with you. When it comes to the Premier League, it's this is our country. This is our league that we love watching. We want to see the best players come to our division. So like when Messi was linked with a move over here, I don't care if he's 33 years old. I want to see one of the best players of all time come to our league and do bits, and he will, even not on the pitch, off the pitch, raise the hopes of all the Spurs players and all the fans, and he will just bring a whole new energy to Tottenham. So yeah, as a football fan, love it. As an Arsenal fan, nah.
That's the thing, though. You've got to look like it. You've got to look at it as a football fan first. That's what I think. Like, for example, this will sound crazy. Obviously, if you gave me the choice of Messi playing in the Premier League to the end of his career or Liverpool signing Thiago, I would have picked Messi because I want to see that story out. Yeah, I want to see the best. Like, that would have been such a. I mean, because obviously Thiago's a great signing, but we still would have been up there.
Yeah. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Jared Bowen's just gone down in the box. No, he's not giving a free. He's not giving a penalty for that. Woof. Woof.
Did you think he had?
Oh, I think he might have. Yeah. Who is it? No, that's soft. Nah, you can't give that. No way. Who's that? No, I don't think so. It's Gabriel.
Through. You can't give that.
No, and then he's given handball against Mikel Antonio, which that was a bit harsh, but yeah, Arsenal need to find that energy that they had in the first 3 or 4 minutes, because it sort of flouted a little bit, and they're allowing West Ham to have a little bit of enjoyment here. I think that might be offside there. Yeah, it's offside. Aubameyang just receiving the ball in the middle of the park there. But yeah, that was Gareth Bale, and we're going to talk about Gareth Bale in particular and how Spurs get along tomorrow in the review show at 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of those bits and bobs. The only thing that we're missing out on really for the live is Instagram and LinkedIn.
Yeah, I know. I think we can do it with the Instagram. We might be able to, but I don't think so.
Yes, we'll explore those avenues indeed. But LinkedIn's doing my head in, man. Honestly, because as soon as lockdown came along, it was like, oh, we're all doing our stuff live from home, and I think their servers aren't big enough, so you're only allowed to have selected number of people go live on LinkedIn. I've applied about 8 or 9 times, and I just can't get on. So, yeah,
not
LinkedIn. They've wound me up. That's what they've done. Oh, update. Right then, so yeah, update on my beef with the young lad who was playing for Bayern Munich yesterday. If being an international is solely based on which country you were born in, Erling Haaland would be playing for England. Oh, bore off, honestly. They're all completely missing the point of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is this young lad, he's 17 years old, he's come off the bench and he's bagged against Schalke. I mean, like, at the moment, I could bag against Schalke. This is not taking away Bayern Munich's situation right now, but I fancy myself against Schalke.
I beg to differ, but
hey, look, I was a good little striker back in my day. But what I'm trying to say is, because he's English, the paper have gassed him up saying, well, this England star, it's England star. Well, he's German. Yes, he's represented England at youth level.
Yeah.
Declan Rice represented Ireland at youth level. So let's not gas about this kid right now, and let's wait and let's see how his career pans out a little bit, because I'm not being funny. I can't even see this lad turning out for Bayern Munich at the end of this season. And you know what? It might come back and bite me on the arse, but I'm putting it out there right now. It probably will, because that's what happens in football, doesn't it? Especially when it comes to betting. The lad in question, because I've not even heard of him in the preseason. I've not heard of him making any moves. He's come in. There's a load of players missing from what Bayern were doing last season. Even the kids that were doing bits last season. So his name is Jamal Musiala. Jamal Musiala. That's his name. And will we be hearing of him at the end of the season? I think not. Personally, I think not. But as I said, it might come back and bite me on the ass. But let's not gas about him. Schalke was 7-0 up. Sorry, 7-0 down. Sorry, Schalke was 7-0 down, and he's come off the bench and bagged. Ooh. It's true, isn't it?
It's true, though.
Dear, oh dear. Anyway, coming up to 20-minute mark. It's still 0-0. Granit Xhaka going out buying free kicks as if they're on sale in Lidl. And who we got there? Oh, trying to slow the game down is Antonio. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be clever. Danny Ceballos. Oh my God, that's gonna be his Twitter gift tomorrow. I can see it happening. He's literally just passed the ball out of play. West Ham had a throw in, but Arsenal won the ball straight back. That's a good tackle there from Declan Rice. Oh God. watch him put out this like world class performance, and then Barcelona like putting a bid in for him. Talk about Barcelona. They put a bid in.
Can we talk about Barcelona? Yeah, go on.
They put a bid in for Max Aarons for 20 mil, and it got rejected.
No way. How much?
Who do Norwich think they are? 20 mil. 20 mil. Who do Norwich think they are? Turning that down.
Norwich do what they want, mate.
Shall we have a chat about Barcelona?
I want to talk about Barcelona because they grind my gears, honestly. Barcelona, okay, can we just go back a few Champions Leagues here, please?
Yes.
Barcelona have, since even when MSN broke up, had such a strong attack. I've never looked at Barcelona and gone, oh, well, probably recently, but you're looking a bit shaky attack. I don't know about that Lionel Messi. And then every year they squander like a 3-0 lead or a 2, I don't know, whatever it is, lead in the Champions League, and they blow it by absolutely catastrophic defending. Barcelona, no matter who it is, goes, what to do? 160 million on Coutinho, 85 million on Dembele. And then this year, it's like they bought Griezmann the year after. And then now they're like, okay, let's get Wijnaldum in. Like, that is not your problem. They're like, you need to look at defending. That's not your problem. Every year, you keep losing the same way. And then you go, attacker. And they go, right, I'm going to get a right back, Bellerin. Bellerin? You think Bellerin's the answer to you getting knobbed in the Champions League? You are smoking crack. You think Bellerin's going to come in, tackling everyone, like, we piss off Lewandowski. No, he's not. He's going to lose 9-0 instead of 8-0. Like, it's a joke.
Are you sure you don't want to go back and start drinking beer again? It sounds like you need a pint after that rant. Bloody hell.
It really, it's like, come on.
No, I'll get you completely, mate. But even now, the whole squad.
But now their attack's not even that good anymore.
Their midfield isn't that good anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So for years they could have just fixed the defence, but now they've got a whole job to do.
Mm-hmm. And it's all at Koeman's feet. And he's going to be my scapegoat because
ex-Everton manager. Let that sink in. He is not the man.
Ex-Barcelona legend. He won their first ever European Cup.
Good impression on the people. They didn't ring me up. Like, yeah, but all jokes aside.
Yeah. Just realised my laptop wasn't switched on at the wall. So we plugged that in, switched that on. Almost had a radio silence there. No, Barcelona are a shambles at the moment. Absolute shambles. All their decent players are in their mid to late 30s now. So, well, I'd say late 30s. Early to mid 30s.
And twilight.
Let's be honest.
That's the thing, because your attack is probably the most impressive outlook, isn't it? But you can't use that attack for long. It's more like a temporary weapon. So,
oh, here we go. This got to be 1-0. Head up. Golazzo! 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 Lacazette there, son. Go on there, kiddo. I do think Aubameyang might have been offside in the build-up of this. Let's have a look.
Does he interfere with the ball?
No. Yeah, let's take that back. Let's take that back. Oh, what? Oh,
it's allowed it.
I don't. Whoa!
I'm having a look now.
That is literally a gnat's nut of a line. Onside! It's given a goal! How's it given a goal?
Yeah, it should be onside. You should give a goal for that. That's nothing wrong with that. That is perfectly level.
That's tight. I'll take it. 1-0 Arsenal. Get in there, boys.
That is perfect. No. You shouldn't even be nervous about that. Like, if they disallowed that would have been so wrong.
2-2. Go on there, son. That's tight, though, isn't it? It's literally. Oof, oof, that's tight.
All right,
That's 2 tap-ins for Laka. That's 1.
Who
like that.
got the assist?
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang got the assist. Good. He's in my fantasy team. So was Patrick Bamford, and so was Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, the banter that Patrick Bamford's got 2 in 2 as well. It also takes away the shine of Lacazette having 2 in 2, doesn't it? Bamford, poor. But going back to the Barcelona thing, Simon James said. Simon James said Barca's whole mentality is scoring plenty up front and let 1 or 2 at the back. And then, let too many in and can't come back from it. And that's what's been happening at the latter stages of the Champions League. And you're right. So why aren't they looking at Upamecano? Why aren't they looking at Koulibaly, who I think is dog, by the way?
It's still improved Barca right now, no matter what you think of him. They are poor at the back. You are right. It's about because even when Liverpool played them last year, and even when every team's played them, this is just when it stands out for me. In that 3-0 loss to Barcelona, do you know how many chances we had where it wasn't like they kept us at bay and won 3-0? We should have scored plenty of goals in that game because it was so easy to get past their defence.
It was. But I remember there's a defender called Dimitri. I can't remember his first name, actually. It might be Dimitri. But Chigrinsky. And he was a centre-half at Shakhtar Donetsk. And I loved him. Yeah. I really did. What a player. No nonsense defender. But because Barcelona don't play that type of football, he was outlawed straight away. And it's like, hold on a minute. This is exactly what you need. You have got nobody going out there just thinking, right, I'm a defender. I'm a big number 5. I'm just going to win the ball, going to chop you. And then you don't even have to clear it. You might be able to find a man. You might be able to do something with it. But Barcelona, they're so fixated in their style of play that they won't allow change. They won't allow change. Yeah. So it's like when they've bought all these forwards, isn't it? They'll bring the forwards in. It's like, well, Messi's playing through the middle. So I know you're a main striker, but you have to play out wide, mate. No, that's not what you do.
People great players just become passengers in that Barcelona side. So they have no identity anymore.
But that's Barcelona. Hey, look. So you mentioned Patrick Bamford is in your dream team. Also, you mentioned Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who backed hat-trick today, back last week as well. So he's leading. He's leading the Golden Boot. But do you think he deserves an England call-up?
No.
No, why not?
There you go. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for coming. Cheers, too.
I would give him an England. He's very clinical with the opportunity he gets, and he has. Second half of last season is when he really broke through as a consistent entity in Ancelotti's team.
Oh, Arsenal on the attack here. Saka, Bukayo, hits it. Oh, he scooped it. Gotta love a big old East European centre-back smashing up strikers. It was Skirtle for me in Liverpool, and it was Vidic at Man United.
Yeah, I used to love Skirtle versus Diego Costa every time they played. He used to always get in some like a fight. It was fantastic.
Anybody versus Diego Costa will be getting into a fight.
He's a nightmare, isn't he?
Oh, mate, yeah, but sometimes you need that sort of
proof. Laugh about when you look where it is.
Can you believe that he never received a red card in the Premier League?
Checking offside, you want people to stop.
That's
crazy about the decisions, and you keep bringing them up. It's not tight.
Yep. That is tight.
It's so tight. No, it's not. It's like this clear. If it's bang on, if you can't tell who's in front of the other, then it's a goal. If you instantly look at it and you go, "Oh, they look about the same,"
that was the heel that kept him on. Well, I was like, when the goal went in, I obviously gave it the big old Spanish. But as soon as they put that replay up, that looked tight. And then, you know, hey, look, we'll take it. We're happy with that. Is that a free kick to West Ham?
Look like they went to the absolute millimeter.
No, I'll get that.
If you, the moment you start
I've got more beef. I've got more beef off the post.
Okay, what you got this time?
I think I've got support. So this So this. Oh no, I don't know actually, because this is the guy that I cussed. So this guy called Dan War said he plays for England, you idiot. Therefore, he's English. And I said, shall we look at a number of dual nationality? Should we start again? Shall we have a look at a number of dual nationality players? Twat. And then and then this other guy called Lloyd Rogers then said, Dan War, that's like saying Özil and Gundogan are German. No, they're Turkish and chose to play for Germany, which is agreeing with me. But then this Dan War then says they're German if they play for German because they have German nationality permit to play for them. You donut. No, Dan War is a donut, and do you know what? I might. No, I was gonna put a screenshot. I'll put it on the main screen, but it's just too much messing about with like Canva and Photoshop to put it on the screen. So I can't be bothered to do that. Anyway, 32 minutes in, 33 minutes in. West Ham have got a corner. Can they do anything with this one? No, headed away.
So boring.
It's not even at the near post. Wiring the first man at a corner. Why is it so hard? Why is it? You're a professional footballer. You're telling me that you haven't got the legs to whip it over. Oh God, VAR, looking at this. Oh, he doesn't know about that. He's going to give a penalty for that. So Souček has headed the ball. Gabriel has gone into. Oh no! Oh wow! Okay, Souček has headed the ball into the box. Gabriel's gone to get a header on that, and his missus' head has hit him in the arm. VAR have looked at it and said it's not a penalty, which I agree with because it shouldn't be a penalty. But then why was a penalty not given there? But a penalty was given at Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. He had no intention. Same people at Stockley Park. This is the whole handball thing. They've complicated it. There we go. They've complicated it in the last couple of years unnecessarily. You know, use a bit of common sense. It's not handball, man. It's ball to hand. You can't even teach that anymore. You can't even say it's ball to hand anymore.
Yeah.
But then they've not given a penalty. I'm happy they're not giving a penalty.
Handball, is it?
He's not had any intention of handballing it there. It's the flight of the ball. But according to anywhere else,
in your book,
I am not a fan of VAR anyway. I think it's absolute shambles.
I still believe in it. I just don't believe in the Premier League. I don't see many problems with it in other leagues, or not as much anyway. I mean, you'll always have them, but
I was.
Our refs just seem
I was relatively hopeful. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, like, I was relatively hopeful after World Cup 2018 because I felt that well, as I said, I'm not a fan of VAR. I never was, but I felt that it was done the right way. And I was always worried that we wouldn't have things to talk about as such, you know, about contentious decisions and that sort of stuff. But
because that was the only downside to football. Sometimes the deserving team would never get it because of poor decisions, which, you know, you spend 12 months working towards something and then some bold guy in a black outfit just goes, nope. You know?
Yeah.
So I was happy about it, but changes every week. Every time they get something wrong, they change the rules. Like, they couldn't have just put their hands up and said, we made a fatal error. They're like, no, we're going to change the rules. Now it's not this to this, this to that. It's, come on. It's like they bend the rules.
Oh, Willian, I'll tell you what, Willian has been shocking in this game today. Oh, tell his about to go off. Where's the old remote?
There, near your laptop.
Yeah, laptop. There we are. Yeah. But yeah, Willian just keeps giving the ball away. He's had a bad game. He's going to score worldy in a minute.
Yeah, I know which touch you're on about now, but they ain't giving you much space, are they? I mean, they're still playing relatively tight because it's only the one goal in it. And to say that, it's clearly been a boring game because we're only 36 minutes in.
It's yeah, we're now. Christ, yeah, it's not been great, but Arsenal are leading, and that is a benefit to me, being an Arsenal fan.
So Arsenal versus Liverpool next week as well.
I know, and I was really I'm really. It's really important that Arsenal make sure they get 6 points. And if Chelsea are somehow able to get a result tomorrow,
it's not like that's Chelsea have good odds beating Liverpool. They're a good side.
If they do, then it's not going to be as painful if Arsenal lose next week. That's my thing. Oh, Willian. No.
Well, actually, you did this before, though. You played, might have been last year. You played Liverpool in the third game of the season. You won your first two under Emery. And then Liverpool lost. It was just a catastrophe. Because it was definitely last year, because it was your first year with Ceballos, I remember. Because didn't you beat Crystal Palace 2-0?
No, we beat Newcastle and Burnley. Because I remember beating Burnley in the first couple of weeks because it was my sister's wedding on that day, and I was like, oh, okay, we're looking all right. And then friggin' Emery, mate. Oh, that's a good ball. Yeah, Lacazette finds Willian. Big deep cross there from Ceballos, and then a volleyed. What's that? What's going on here? Go on. Oh, Kolasinac just doesn't know how to find a man. Oh, West Ham looks scared at the back here. What's going on here? Who's he? Oh, he's gone back to book Fredericks from the challenge on Saka. Yeah, the ball hasn't gone out of play for a good minute and a half. So, tell you what, that is good refereeing. Remembering, going back, and making sure that they're punished for it. So, yeah, Arsenal got a corner. Willian to whip it into a load of blue shirts. He's got it back again. He's lost the ball again.
Nobody was there.
And Yeah, then Gabrielle just knocks down Suchek.
People roll like 3 or 4 times. It's like, how do you get hit so hard? You roll 3 or 4 times while holding the point of which hurts. It's quite impressive. Like,
how do you learn? They must practice that, how to roll 3 or 4 times.
I find that difficult enough intentionally. Never mind when I've stubbed my toe or something.
Yeah, I'll probably roll on my back. Like,
I can't even have a roll.
yeah, just probably do that. I won't be able to roll over and roll over. Yeah, Mrs. can't do that because she's about to drop. Oh yeah, yeah. Put your predictions in. Put your predictions in for when my daughter's going to be born. She's due on the 21st of October.
Second half, I said.
Yeah. Ed reckons second half. That's when our Chinese is arriving. I know you know that. So that at least there is one form of arrival.
You ordered a takeaway. How unprofessional, Sam.
No, I'm not eating it. I don't want a Chinese. I'm Chinese out. That's her craving. She just wants a Chinese like 7 times a week. And we had Chinese on Wednesday. Not me, hers, isn't it? She's pregnant. Oh, she's the pregnant one, not me.
Oh, God.
Like Wednesday we had one. It's not actually not all that often, but it's way more often than it was when I was a kid. Put it that way. We used to have it like
it was a different time in the 50s.
Once every 3 years, and now it was actually the 40s when I grew up. But I got ID'd the other day.
Hey, go.
It pissed me off. I didn't have any ID with me. And then I saw one of my pals who I went to school with, and he was in the queue next to me. He was like, "Oh, do you want to see my ID?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." But yeah, it was a wind up, man. Honestly. But I going around. So I was like, "Do you genuinely believe that I look under the age of 25?" She didn't answer the question. So if you think that I look 26, then just give me my 24 case of Budweiser. There are other beers available. But yeah, it was. Don't want to get in trouble, do I? But yeah, it was a wind up, and I ended up having pictures. I have some pictures on my phone of my ID and pictures of me holding my ID. And I was like, "Will you accept this?" And the main one was like, "No." And then someone else was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, good." So I got. What?
When did you tell him you were 16?
I got my case 24. Thing is, on the way out the shop, I was like, "Ha, it's my brother's wanker." No, it was it just wound me up a little bit, So, but the fact that I still can get away with looking under the age of 25, there's no harm in that, and it just makes me feel good about life.
Oh,
makes me feel really good about life.
So in the end, you're glad you got ID'd.
Right. Yeah. I might have to go on the Wi-Fi because I'm plugged in and it's doing me Swede. Oh, West Ham on the attack. It's 1-1. It's 1-1.
Just like that.
Antonio. You said Antonio as well, didn't you?
I did. He's their only outlet.
Why is he not celebrating? Get gas. Oh dear. There's not even a hint of offside anywhere either. What's that? So we've got who's that? Jab Bowen. Oh, wow. There might be a hint of offside. I think the knee of Rob Holding is kept him on.
I'll have a look now. The goal's got it in my end. Just having a look at the replay.
Bowen. Yeah, checked it. 9 goals in their last 9 games. Now, let's be honest. 4 of those were in one game. And this is what does Wayne in about stats. They don't tell the whole story. 4 goals in one game. How does that really equate to your 9 in 9? So, is what it is, isn't it?
So, you know, if 2 more goals, my prediction was right.
What did you said 3-1? Who said 3-0?
Someone messaged.
Did you say 3-0?
No, someone messaged in saying 3-0.
I said 3-1.
You know what? I don't think I actually said it on stream. I think I said it at the pub earlier. So probably not.
10 p.m. UK time. Oh dear, here's what it is.
Goal for Arsenal.
What's that, sorry?
Did that say Lacazette's 50th goal for Arsenal?
Yes, days we do a show called 5 in Midfield, and this is what the intro looks like. So yeah, if you've got any ideas for top 5s, you are more than welcome to get involved with that. Tweet us, message us on Facebook. You can send us a message.
5 West Ham
on you can send us a message on all top 5 West Ham comebacks. Bloody hell! Right, I'm going to try the Wi-Fi again instead because I'm plugged into the Ethernet and it's not working very well. So note to self: don't move to a village where they have terrible internet connection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do not do it. It's just frustrating that I'm plugged in. Let's try another plug-in. Ed, give them while I do that, if you want to give them a little update on what you think of the first half.
West Ham are dreadful. West Ham have one outlet, and that is Antonio. I actually like West Ham as a club. Nothing against them as a club, but I find them so boring. David Moyes. There's nothing the fans can do about it because their owners are not going in their pocket. I feel sorry for him. I do, because I used to. Since Pyatt, it has gone. It's skydived, absolute skydived. Yet they're 1-0 with Arsenal, which is the most Arsenal thing going. Arsenal always do this. I sound like an Arsenal fan, and I'm not. But even I'm getting annoyed at them blowing loads now.
It's because you are an Arsenal fan deep down. That's why.
It's not.
I'm only joking.
Not. I know.
No, I completely get where you're coming from, though. I really do, and it's something which has not. For me, Arsenal have been relatively the same for the last 16 years. And I'm not saying that, after they won the title last, then they should go out and win another title. But there's been a couple of years where they look good. But what they'll still do is they'll beat all the teams that are lower than them, but they won't beat the teams that are. They'll beat all the teams that are lower, but they won't do anything against like the Man Uniteds, Liverpool's, Chelsea, etc. You know, and it's
it used to be good enough for top four when you were only chasing two people.
They played well against Fulham last week. Yeah, and now what's going on is that we are having to fight amongst 5, 6, 7 teams now because Arsenal came 8th last season.
Yeah, and that's exactly
so. The fact that we came 8th last season is, exactly.
You can't be the 3rd and 4th best out of the top 4. Now, if you're below the mark, you could even finish 10th. It's
Yeah, exactly. Look at even Everton are out there strengthening, etc. I'm not overly scared at the moment. You know, it is only.
I'm not saying be scared. I'm just saying, if you want to lose one thing, which Arsenal are notoriously famous for, it's the leaky goals against sides you should beat. Because it doesn't matter how good your team is. If you've got a weak mentality, you're never going to succeed.
No. And I don't know. I do feel that there would be a difference if Tierney was at the back. I think he would have been able, for instance, the goal that Arsenal was shipped there, there would have been better tracking if Tierney was there rather than Kolasinac. Kolasinac is not a central defender. He's not a wing back. He's barely a left back. He's been poor for Arsenal. I honestly would have looked at starting a operation there. It's poor. Poor form.
How do Arsenal penetrate a team?
It is.
When without the front three, who scores the goals when the front three ain't clicking? Because West Ham are just sitting back.
This is what I'm talking about. There isn't any creativity in the middle of the park, and this is where I was really hoping that if, when we were linked with Willian, I was thinking, that might be a good shout. Might be able to play him in front of the two. So if we're going to start with Ceballos and Xhaka, he can play in that too. And we alluded to it at the beginning of the show about what Leicester do. They've got their defensive midfielder in an Ndidi or Mendy at the moment. The box-to-boxer in Tielemans or Dennis Pryor, and then they've got Maddison in the 10. You can do that. You've got you wide boys, and then you man free in the middle. Jesus Christ. Bloody internet.
I don't know if I'm being over the top because it's an epiphany. I seem to have just realised this game. I think you've got a bigger problem to deal with in the fact that this front. In my head, I thought this front three was a lot younger than I really thought about it. And I know Aubameyang and Willian now. Is Lacazette what, 27? Lacazette's probably he's definitely your youngest one, and he's probably your weakest link of the three.
Yeah, Lacazette's 28. Yeah. So, but then you've got Bukayo Saka. He is 18. You know, he should be in that front three. You got Nicolas Pepe, or don't rate. He's 24. He's coming up to 25. Oh, it might even be 25 already now, actually, thinking about it. And then Martinelli, who is 18, 19. Little Eddie, and then Nketiah, who's 20. So, you know, there is youth, but are they good enough to step in and do a job? Now, I believe Martinelli is. Martinelli, I think he is good enough to do the job full time. He's out injured at the moment. Saka, he's still young. I think he's very good, but he's inexperienced. How do you get that experience? You get it by playing. You get it by playing in the position that you should be best at. Now, he's playing left wing back today. So how can he prove himself? How can he prove himself in that situation?
Justify leaving him out of the team, but he can't put him ahead of Aubameyang.
Would you want to see someone like Coutinho at Arsenal? Yes.
I would
Yes, I
hate to
would.
see Coutinho at Arsenal because I'd be so jealous and upset.
He's that player who could play in an advanced attacking midfield position who will be able to create things. Arsenal don't have that. Arsenal have
Coutinho could bang a 40-yard goal
in the middle of the park. That
I rank Kevin.
Sorry,
I rank Philip
the only
up there with
player that can.
Yeah.
De Bruyne is a different ball game altogether. He is elite. When we talk about the levels of talent, elite, world class, very good, average, whoever. You know,
I think he's been managed poorly. I think that he's a better player than he was.
I'm not going to disagree with you. It's an opinion, isn't it?
We're left with poor management systems. He's in his.
I'm not going to say you're wrong at all. I'm not going to do that. But I think he is on the edge of world class. I don't think he is world class or elite.
No, I think De Bruyne's got world class qualities.
Oh no, De Bruyne is elite. De Bruyne is, for me, is the second best player in the world right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. After maybe like Lewandowski.
Yeah, I'll put Lewandowski.
Even though I probably would say like certain players have more ability, I'd say that they're the most efficient in their positions. Kevin De Bruyne's the midfielder I'd turn to.
Yeah, what are they doing right now? Look,
Oblak's the goalkeeper.
Now, Oblak is the best goalkeeper in the world right now.
Yeah.
Because, like, when people go, yeah, but you still got to put Messi and Ronaldo as number one and number two. No, they're gifted. They are gifted players. We know this. But over the last 12 months, what have they done? They are not the best players in the world right now. That's the thing. And people get really aggy about that and go, oh, yeah, but Messi is the best player in the world. We know Messi's the best player in the world, but he's not in the world right now. Opinions on Gabriel looks shaky. Gabriel, he is, I think he will come good, but it's only his second game in the Premier League. So I think he needs to take a little bit of time before we're able to talk about him as a really good defender or a really bad
I watched the
defender. You know, it's difficult to make such.
Yeah, I watched the Arsenal Fulham game back on Match of the Day. I watched the game live, but I watched back the highlights, and I didn't realise at the time when I was watching it, because I was maybe half watching the game, but Fulham's defending was horrendous. Like some of the worst Premier League football I've ever seen. Positioning, everything was terrible. So then I thought, I mean, Arsenal did well on the day, but I reckon anyone could have scored against that Fulham team. It was that bad. So,
well, we are worldwide, as I said, and Marcel Schneider is watching the game, watching us, watching the watch along from Germany. So, willkommen zum das Show, Marcel, and yeah, we'll have to get some darts on very soon, pal. Very, very soon, because he's a very good dart player and he's a good guy. But yes, yeah, Gabriel, it's going to take some time. Fulham, going back to what you said about Fulham, they are poor at the back. They will not stay up. The only good thing that they've got going for them is the fact that Areola is a good goalkeeper, and he's got a lot of experience. So he
go down,
what? Sorry,
who have you got to go down? Who's your three? Because I think I can categorically say one.
Well, I'll say Fulham and West Brom.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And I think Sheffield United might go down.
I don't think they'll be fucking. I think they'll be in a relegation fight, but I think it'll be West Ham.
Oh, if West Ham do go down and we can't get a victory here.
It sounds bad because I've always been quite.
I am indeed.
I've always been quite a good fan of West Ham, but I've always been a fan of the club. But even now, I find, just like their fans are, I just find them a bit soulless, a bit boring. I know it's not their fault, but you can't help just feel like it's not the character which is West Ham anymore. So if they're just going to play bad football, I don't want them in the league.
They moved to the new stadium and gave the fans so much hope that they were about to transform West Ham into a global conglomerate. And what they've done,
it's worse than the Highbury situation, because you were still Arsenal. You might not have been the Arsenal, but you were still Arsenal. It still became your home. That just looks like they're just renting a stadium. Like it's like that anyone could move into that stadium and just stick their club's banners up. That doesn't feel like West Ham's ground.
No, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, and hopefully for them, I would like it if West Ham were able to make the best of their stadium. I really would, because you can't have. Well, no, but you can't have a 60,000 stadium, 60,000 seater stadium knocking around in the Championship. It's not right. So they need to do something to make sure they are an established Premier League side.
That could really hurt West Ham.
It could happen. That's the thing about it.
Having that stadium and being in the Championship.
It could happen.
Especially in the climate we're in today. It's a serious worry. But is this a problem we're going to see more of? These, it's getting much harder to stay in the Premier League, it seems, because the longer you're in it, the more of a glamour club you seem to become. Like for example, how much richer of a club are Bournemouth now? Like, they will now be one of the outright favourites in the Championship. And they're probably one of the richest.
Well, they've got money anyway.
But that's what I mean.
They've got money anyway. They're Russian owned, so they've got wedge. I can't see them coming back up though. Not anytime soon.
You see many situations where new clubs which have spent a few years in the Prem end up building up their wage bill, their player bill, their facilities bill, and then get relegated and end up in financial tatter. I
would have thought that they would put a couple of, couple of clauses in their contracts and stuff. Remember back in the day when you play FM and stuff, and you've got relegation release clause, and if you do get relegated, your wage will go down to X. Like the first season when you do go down, it's not so bad financially because you've got the parachute payment. It's if you stay in the Championship for a second season, that's when it could get precarious financially, and that's when you do see clubs struggling.
Gav, have you seen Everton?
What's it given? It's given a corner.
They announced it obviously a long time ago now. But
I
thought, that's a really nice stadium. Have a bit of banter. Shame about the football that's going to be played inside. But now, but then Ancelotti come in, and then obviously all these players have come in. Plus, then I had another look at the stadium. Everton could really become a glamour club.
Everton are owned by decent people that have got wedge. One of the cash cows there is a player, is a former board member of the Arsenal. Oh, bloody hell! Bert Leno, what are you doing away up there, man? Christ alive! He's a corner for Arsenal, right? And the ball Nicky. Oh God! See, if I was a Bayern Munich fan, I'd be like, yeah, that's Neuer, mate. That's fine. That's what he does. But Leno's only just come back as well. He's making me panic. Jesus. Right. Come on, Arsenal, man. You're doing me frigging head in. That's a great cross. Oh, Bukayo Saka. No one there.
You got Willian on the left. Is he just stuck in out of position, or has he been moved to that side?
He's cruising. He's running back over to the right hand side now. Oh no, is he
Willian?
Hurt? No, Leno. I thought he was hurt. He was just adjusting his shorts.
Well, you can't bring Martinez on.
Don't do that, honestly. You're lucky there's no sound on. My missus is already crying. I'm crying.
You know.
Most gooners are crying.
Tell you what, because I'm your boy, I'll ring up old Jurgs, and we'll give you we'll give you Lloris Karius.
No, you're right, thanks. I'm busy doing my hair that day. So, no, you're all right there. Christ. Or buying clothes from H&M, because that's what he does on a day-to-day, isn't he? He does a bit of modelling for H&M. He looks like a model, though, doesn't he?
To be fair, God, how do I put it? He has all the attributes of a really good keeper. He's the
Titus Bramble of goalkeeping.
He just looks like a scared boy, and you feel really bad. Man,
Dude, you almost won a league title with him and Mignolet as your goalkeepers. Here we go. Aubameyang, cat inside and dig it. Oh,
no, we never won. We never nearly won one with Karius.
Who's between Karius for your Champions
Alisson
League?
was when we got 97, and was with us when we got 98. What was that? 97 and 96. I can't even remember how many points we got. I know we got 99 and 97. That's what we got.
Liverpool fans, give us a shout. You know, final defeat. That was Karius, wasn't it?
The Champions.
That was Karius who made the mistake.
Champions League final defeat was to Karius. We lost the Champions League, but after that season,
yeah,
because we finished fourth the year we got to that Madrid final, and then we got rid of Karius and got Alisson in.
Yes, and then you came second and won it.
Yeah, because we went under Klopp. We went 8th.
Yeah,
fourth, second, first. Yeah.
Absolute progress. Right then, here come Arsenal again. It's Kolasinac, wide left. He's left-footed. He cuts back. He's scared of Ryan Fredericks. Are you sure?
Should be.
I've seen this guy like beat off muggers with knives, and then he's turned his back on Ryan Fredericks. Oh, Jesus Christ. No harder job in the world than being an Arsenal fan. Swear to you.
Oh, I hate it when
Arsenal fans, but fortunately for West Ham fans,
we are all in this. Lucky...
What? No bigger job? No bigger.
Go on.
There isn't a harder job. When Liverpool were floundering from like 2000 and.
Just because I think it's not a harder job being an Arsenal fan doesn't mean I was referring to Liverpool being the correct answer.
Oh no, I just need to explain this because Liverpool fans will be like, "Oh yeah, but we went ages. We had Roy Hodgson as our manager." You can still go back in your trophy cabinet and see 5 European Cups at the time. I know you got 6 now, but at the time you still have 5 European Cups, 5 Champions Leagues in your locker. What have Arsenal got? A cup winners' cup from 1994.
Yeah, I know, but what about Port Vale? Do you know what I mean? What about Shrewsbury Town? What about Berwick?
Yeah, but then, yeah, but they know what they know what their expectations are.
Time, which is football, in the elite world of let's live it large, Arsenal probably have the hardest time, and even that's a debate.
2-0, 2-1. No, it's not. Bloody hell! How has he not scored that? Mikel Antonio. That's a dangerous ball in. That's Masuaku. He's put that in. Oh, God. I don't know if that's good defending or poor attacking. Yo, he's got to do better there, Antonio. He's got to do so much better.
Wow. That should have been 2-1.
It has to be 2-1 there. They are going to live to regret that.
That means West Ham are winning this now.
Nah, I think that was their chance. That was their chance. And they could have shut up shop after that and really frustrated Arsenal. No, I think that is, yeah, that's not good defending. That is poor from. See, that's where you want a Seb Haller. Haller scores that. I'm getting nervy. Why am I getting nervy? It's West Ham. Ceballos.
That should mean like Bayern Munich to Arsenal fans.
Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, Danny Ceballos winning the ball there. That's nice. That's nice. Willian on a run, and then no, Lacazette, you've got to wrap your foot around that and have a dig yourself. He's going to give a free kick now for that. Poor, mate. This is poor. I'm trying to work out who Arsenal could actually bring off the bench here and try and make something of this game. Who we got? Who the Arsenal got on the bench here? Right. Pepe, maybe. David Luiz, no. El Neni, no. Willock, maybe. Maybe give a bit of energy there. And Eddie and Ketia, no. I can't, because I'll see what, I know what Arsenal will do in a minute. They'll bring Eddie on Ketia, not in a minute, but in like 10, 15 minutes. They'll probably bring little Eddie on. It's not like you do a job up front. No. Get the ball to the boys up front in the first place and then make something happen. And this is once again the issue where there isn't any creativity in the middle of the park. And I'm not going to say Özil's name and be like, right, you need to bring him on because he's not in the squad anyway. But maybe someone like Özil who has energy would be able to enforce some action on this game. And that's why I would like to see Willian in a more central position, but like just in front of Ceballos and Xhaka.
I've not rated Lacazette since he's shot. I've always rated his work rate, but I used to rate him. What was it? Marseille or Leon was he before? Was it Leon? It was Leon, wasn't it?
Yeah, Leon. I loved him. When we signed him, it was one of the greatest days of my life.
I bet, because I always wanted Lacazette, and then I liked his work rate. But as soon as he joined Arsenal, he just stopped seeming like a striker to me. He just, I don't know what
he's not even a striker. He's not even a striker who brings other people into the game. Now, I still like him because when, like, if he is like one-on-one on goal, I do see what he can do, but he has disappointed me in the last, like, end of last season and beginning of this season. Here come West Ham on the break. It's Jared Bowen. He's got 3 red shirts around him now. He's had to bring the ball out wide and knock it back to Fredericks, and they've knocked it back to the halfway line. So that's all that's happening there at West Ham. But no, Lacazette, I like him, but I need more. He's 2 wide men into play and making things happen. He's not doing that. I don't know what system would suit him better. Does he need 2 up top? Good pun.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know whether that would benefit him. I want to see Aubameyang through the middle. I want to see better wide men. I'll tell you what I'd like to see in this game. I'd like to see Pepe come on in place of Lacazette. I want to see Aubameyang through the middle, and then Willian and Lacazette flipping wings. I also want to see maybe 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 and then like keep like four at the back. So then go to four at the back and Saka playing left back. It's just whatever's happening at the moment just isn't working.
I've noticed you play better.
And West Ham have got another corner.
You play better when someone brings the game to you.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, we don't know how to dominate. Back in the day, we used to dominate games back in the day, and that was fine. Win, lose or draw, we would have 65-70% possession. We can't do that anymore. It's highly frustrating.
Oh, there's Bellerin.
Oh my god.
Barcelona's saviour.
Won't it be funny if Arsenal accept a bid of 20 million for Hector Bellerin after Barcelona had a bid rejected for Max Aarons for 20 million? Oh god.
Barcelona have
because like you always
a joke club of late, aren't they? Not a joke club, but just a banter club of late.
Well, Nelson Semedo might be leaving there. He might be going to Wolves as well. And Wolves, like their first 11 is going to be Portuguese minus Conor Cody.
Their kit is more Portugal than Portugal's.
It's sick though, isn't it?
Oh, it's wicked. It just adds to the. It just adds to the banner.
Love it.
Like, you're going to start calling them Wolves, not Wolves as well.
I think he pulled back by his own man. Jesus Christ. So here's another West Ham corner. One of them is going to go in. It's probably going to be this one. Jared Bowen. No, not this one. Arsenal actually about to counter-attack a little bit. Oh, here we go. It's a good little counter-attack. It's 4-on-5. Lacazette tried to play a long crossfield ball with his left peg, and he hasn't got the beans in him for it.
Lacazette's been poor second half.
He has been poor. Got to get him off. Got to try and change a mentality here and change a bit of design. You know, we played 15, 16 minutes in the second half, and you know things haven't. Arsenal look like they have done in the last 5-10 minutes of the second half, of the first half. Sorry, so. I don't think a change of system is required here, not a change of personnel.
So, as you said, sticking Aubameyang through the middle.
It's really hard to watch.
It's boring. I won't lie to you. That's what it's boring.
We've put some great games for our watch-alongs, haven't we? You know, we should have just waited tomorrow and done Chelsea-Liverpool. That's what we should.
I know. I just thought like we're just going to end up becoming like a Liverpool podcast if we carry on.
Yeah, no. It'll be like, look.
England, Liverpool is so great.
The England-Iceland game was one, and then now this. It's like
no, that's what I mean. I just ended up talking about. Dylan didn't help bringing a Scouser. I was like, oh, I'm doomed. I'm like,
isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Oh Christ!
So we're trying to talk about Everton as much as possible.
Yeah. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, honestly, he's very, very good. Yeah, Michael Keane, great. Best goalkeeper in the league. Best goalkeeper in the league. Easily Jordan Pickford. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What happens to Dean Henderson now he's not playing first team football?
Wait his turn. He's just got to wait his turn. Wait until Man United come third in their group in the Champions League, and then he can play the rest of the Europa League. Now, that is a really deep ball. Is he going to get there? No, he's not going to get there. Right, Arsenal's passing has been so misplaced, and it's been tosh. Oh, Nicolas Pepe coming on. Now, who are they going to take off?
You can take off Lacazette.
Who are they going to take off? I honestly think it should be Lacazette and put Aubameyang through the middle.
I still think Willian looks dangerous when he's in the right position. I say dangerous, it's a strong word. He could be dangerous.
Willian. Second Willian off.
It's joking.
So this is what I mean. What Arsenal are doing like for like.
Yeah, so the system doesn't change. They've just got a new guy running it.
Yeah, it's not
But
it's not the
I'm
right.
struggling with your system.
I don't think it's the right.
To be fair, Willian does look tired. But still.
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. If he scores a worldie, then I'll forgive him.
Like, do you?
Yeah, we haven't got any strikers.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. West Ham have gone on a break here, but I think that might have been a bit of a naughty tackle just beforehand. Oh, good block there from Gabriel. And which way that's gone? There's a class free kick. He's given a free kick to West Ham off the back of it. I think by the look, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think anything. Oh, bloody hell. What else is on? Well, whilst this game is we've got Pointless Celebrity version on BBC One. We've got Britain's Got Talent on ITV.
Why this? To be fair, I think we can talk some more about the Manchester United game as it was the previous game on. Maybe do it.
Jesus Christ! Well, honestly, I'm literally looking at whatever things are on the telly. Oh, we've got QI on BBC. Game of Thrones season 2 episode 10. If you want to go back and do some old school stuff on there. Gavin and Stacey.
What is the point of watching Game of Thrones after that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
There's some MLS on. Kansas versus.
I was watching. I've been watching. Obviously, working nights has gave me some advantages. I can watch the playoffs in the NBA.
That's live. You do. I'm not really. I like basketball, but I'd rather go watch a game, and then, you know, I won't care about it afterwards.
I really cool.
Oh God! Check header's just hit the bar, and he's put another header in, and he's dropped it. And Bowen, he's had an open goal with lots of bodies in the way. But I don't understand what Leno was doing there. I would not see Martinez doing that.
Gav, I'll be back in 1 second if you want to hold the limelight.
Oh, I'll hold the line. There he goes. So yeah, what do you guys think of this game so far? It's been toilet, hasn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest. So yeah, it's just been a header. It wasn't Souček who had the header. It's actually Mikel Antonio who had the header, hit the bar, and then Leno's tried to win the ball back. He's hopped over Dani Ceballos and given the ball away almost, and put Arsenal in a lot of danger. Now West Ham have got a free kick on the left-hand side. It's headed away by Bellerin, but yeah. It's been Arsenal or West Ham. I'm going West Ham right now. West Ham are they're in the ascendancy. They're finding the level of confidence that they need, and Arsenal are struggling to, one, keep hold of the ball, and two, create any form of chance. Pepe is now, that's one of his first touches of the game. Yeah, fair enough, but he's just run the ball out of play. He's running against like Adam Masuaku. It's not anything to be fearful of. Yet he's made He's made a meal of it. And it's tough. It's tough. It's tough this game now to find any level of enjoyment as an Arsenal fan. I would have thought this would have been a steamroller, to be honest. And that's no disrespect to West Ham, but it's just more that, you know, you look at the quality of players that Arsenal have got and look at the quality of players that West Ham have got. The way Arsenal have played over the last, you know, if we do take into consideration the form of the end of last season as well, it's really lackluster.
Last 10 minutes possession is a shambles.
Yeah. West Ham with 62% of the as I just arrived. Don't mess with the pregnant woman. She will chew your face off. That's good defending from Bukayo Saka. And that's why I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Just change the formation and put Saka at left back. Now he's thinking about stuff here. He is thinking about stuff, and he must have seen what we've just saw there. But who's he bring on? He'll probably swap. He'll probably swap Lacazette for Nketiah. That doesn't make a difference.
No, but the thing is,
here we go. Pepe, son. Go on, Pepe. Shows you 72 mil. All right, don't.
The problem with the system you're playing, as you said, is you can't bring anyone on to change the outcome because you're not even penetrating. It's not like someone's missing a load of chances. It's just straight up not working.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for example, packing the midfield out with the likes of Saka, that's not what you need. That's forced you into a corner if you're now just stuck in this formation. Because what did you play the same formation last week?
It's poor. Yes, but you know, gaps were available to appear, so we're able to do something about it. Gaps aren't appearing in this game because of the way that they've. Yeah, there's no plan B. Both a little rusty. Will be fun and running in later games. Yes, but sometimes you haven't got enough. You haven't got any time. It only takes one or two games where you should win, you end up drawing, and you're off the pace. Whether you're challenging for top four, whether you're challenging for the title, whether you're battling against relegation, you know, it doesn't matter. You have to make sure that you're on your game. Jared Bowen is doing a lot of cutting in, and I'm thinking that might be his best position. Like when he was playing at Hull, he did a lot from wide, and he also did a lot through the middle. But he's getting cut a lot from wide. He's coming a lot from wide positions for West Ham, any game that he's played so far. So, you know, they spent decent money on him. Was it 18, 19 mil? I do want to see more from him. So, yeah, on the bench as much.
I don't feel like West Ham are playing that well either. It's just...
They don't need to play well. They don't need to play well. All they need to do is frustrate. And that's exactly what they're doing. So just keep frustrating. Just keep doing your thing. And Saka is through here. Square it. Oh, he's got to play it earlier. He's got to play that earlier. If he plays that earlier, he's onside. He's onside as well. If he plays that earlier, you know, there's a potential tap in there for Pepe.
You see,
it's a corner for Arsenal. There's 17 half minutes to go. Sorry?
You see a winner being scored in this game? Are you getting?
Say again?
Are you getting a feeling for another goal?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, there is another goal in this game, but I'm feeling it's going to come from a blue shirt. I really am. Arsenal have been so poor in the second half, giving the ball away unnecessarily. I mean, like that was an awful attempted clearance there from Leno, And if Souček had, if he had a bit more composure, he would have just shot into an empty net from the halfway line. Second half attempts, here it is. Arsenal 1, West Ham 8. 8 attempts on goal in the second half for West Ham. Only one of them on target, mind, but they're getting in that situation where they could do something about it. Now, Lacazette, is he onside? He was offside. Right, now, if Lacazette had left that ball alone, then Kolasinac could have ran onto it. And I think Kolasinac is quite annoyed at the fact that Lacazette...
Wow, second half attempts.
Yeah.
I just had a quick look through last week's games. This would be the first draw of the new season.
Oh, really? So, well, I don't think it will be a draw. I can see a winner coming from this game.
Lacazette offside, is he? Yeah, about a mile offside.
One more goal prediction. Yeah, as I said, yeah, I'll see it going blue. Can you see another goal in this head?
No.
No.
I don't. I think I can't see one coming from you because you ain't even penetrating at all.
No.
But I honestly don't think West Ham possess the quality to ever score more than one goal.
No.
So I see this being...
Oh, Saka, he's got a little bit of space here. That's a foul. He's not giving allowed that doorway for Bukayo Saka to run through it anyway. I've seen free kicks given for that, but I'll probably agree with Michael Oliver there, giving a little shoulder, showing us all just shoulder and nothing else. But it's really hard to watch this.
Yep.
Mrs. just goes, "Yep." Chinese is here, so she don't care less really right now.
Is he ever half an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, she likes the Goons.
Was that because of you or before you?
There's family history of Arsenal with her.
In her bloodline.
So, look, here we go. Eddie and Kate, I guarantee you it will be for Lacazette. What a ball that is, though. Aubameyang cut inside. Oh, he's cut it back. Lacazette, they're just not able to do anything. Too many blue shirts in the box. It's a throw into Arsenal deep inside the West Ham half, but they want to make the substitution first. Now it's Lacazette. Imagine that. Lacazette is coming off for Eddie Nketiah. What difference is this going to make to Arsenal going forwards?
It's not.
It's such a... This is such a move that I would expect Emery to make this move. Let's do a like for like. Arsenal are not doing anything. What is only that half of what's going on can be changed with personnel.
I'm still here in
rather
voice.
the system. You'll be there in voice, will you?
I am the ghost of... I don't know. Arsenal, man. Yeah, one-dimensional.
It's frustrating. Right, so, and it's another outswinging corner. Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. That was a bit of a training ground move. Now, before the ball came in, Gabriel was on the back stick and was asking him to dipped off away from the back stick. He's sort of on the line of where the 6-yard box meets the goal line. So I think he's trying to go deep, try and head it back in. Just try something a little bit different. But it didn't work. And that's a corner on the opposite side. Now see what an in swing. Oh, the boys have got in the way of each other. Aubameyang hasn't got a left peg to make a decent cross like that. He's got the ball back. He's got a right peg with a similar cross. Where's Xhaka? There he is. He's just there, knobbing it back to his goalkeeper. And Arsenal are going to try and start again. Yeah, Arsenal got one sub to make. I can't see who did get a bit of a knock there. I'm hoping it's a defender. Take one of those off. Bring on Joe Willock. That's what I'd like to see.
You a fan of Joe
Willock? Of who, sorry?
Willock.
Not overly. I like the fact he's one of our own, but he's not really doing anything. He's not really done much. So Yarmolenko's about to come on, and we all know he's got a wand of a left peg.
This is ending in a draw, Gav, trust me.
This is ending in a West Ham victory.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Hey, I'm just an honest bloke, man. Honest bloke. It's, yeah. Yarmolenko is one of those players that comes off the bench, just cuts inside, doing what Jarrod Bowen is doing pretty much most of the game, but not actually being able to penetrate. And I think the only reason why is because of that he's not had enough game time, and you could blame a little bit of COVID. You could blame a bit the fact he's come from the championship, but everything about him, great left peg, good energy. They've just got to keep him fit more than anything else. Jesus.
This is about as uninspiring as it gets.
Yeah, I know. Right, okay, let's have a vote. What was more exciting, this game or England versus Iceland?
This game.
Don't know about that.
No, this game. This game had
at least England and Iceland had a bit of drama towards the yard. Arsenal just passing the ball side to side. Oh, that's a ball. That's what we're looking for. Oh my gee! Oh my god!
No, to be fair, like a bit of criticism for that attacking line. That they do just stand in the exact same positions.
Who, Arsenal?
Yeah, I mean, you've got Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe. Wait, is Lacazette off? So it's not Lacazette.
Yeah, it's Eddie Nketiah now.
Yeah, sorry. They're standing in the exact same position, just maybe 10 meters, like based on line.
Yeah,
it's like
there's not been any change. Any change whatsoever. It's as I said, it's man for man rather than system. Can't anyone on the Arsenal bench see that the system is not working? And if it's not working, make
do you have one though? If there's no plan B, you've got to carry on with plan
to benefit that. No, there's players on the bench that can change the formation and change the shape. The shape isn't working, clearly.
What you got left?
Why are Arsenal still got three at the back? One. Jesus, Leno just got a flick on that. That should be a free kick to Arsenal, but it's not. West Ham are asking for a penalty for it. Jesus Christ. That's a bit brave. I like Souček. What a great find he was. He was on loan from Slavia Prague last year. They've made the deal permanent now. He's just climbed all over Rob Holding and is asking for a penalty. He's not going to get one for that. If anything, that should be a free kick to Arsenal.
Not about where he just jumps in out of nowhere.
Yeah, not giving that for Toffee. No, they can't play their way because West Ham have structured themselves to benefit exactly what Arsenal do with exactly the same formation. I went to Iceland. It was closed. Came home. It was. Jesus. It's painful.
Have you been looking forward to
what were you originally planning to do on this Saturday night of semi lockdown?
Probably would have raised 100 grand for charity, but
see now charities had to miss out on all that because we've done this. Oh, here we go. This has got to be. It's got to be. Eddie, is it offside? Is it offside? Is it a goal? I think it's a goal.
To Arsenal?
I think it's a goal for little Eddie.
What, Nikita?
I think so. Let's have a look at that again. Let's not get too excited. Saka is cut inside. He's found Danny Ceballos, who is onside. Yeah, he's onside. That's a goal. That's a goal. That is a goal. Now Claire's going to be like, I told you Arsenal were going to win. I told you Arsenal were going to win. You need to be more positive about Arsenal. And it's also the guy that replaced Lacazette. Yes, I'm aware of that. But Lacazette also scored in this game. So let's calm.
He's hardly been inspiring.
She's enjoying her Chinese, so she don't mind.
I'm enjoying the fact that Lacazette's not on the pitch.
She hates Lacazette. Now, one of our good friends thinks Lacazette is a very attractive man. So it's like, well,
I told you that.
Now Claire's going, oh, not denying that. Well, we said that. She was like, oh no, he's not very good looking at all. So anyone who's watching the game, do you find
I'm going with Bamian.
What, in terms of looks?
I know Bamian.
That puts me down because then that makes me feel terrible.
Wait, who's good looking? You didn't say Gav's good looking, did you?
So I think I'm a relatively handsome man. But I am now disappointed because my missus thinks that Aubameyang is better looking than Lacazette. Yeah, now, what planet is she from? And now that makes me feel inferior because she's with me. And yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, you look like Johnny Leicester.
Not a fan of that. I've got a better hairline than him, mate. Right. Can I ask him?
Can you ask me something?
And a big deep cross there. Big deep cross there from who's that? Declan Rice. But there's no one in there. Little Eddie with the goal is happy. Yeah, he's onside, yeah. Danny Ceballos. And what I love about that as well, because Danny Ceballos and Little Eddie have had beef. Remember, they had their little scrap on the pitch last week. So I like the fact that he squared that. I really do. Because look at them. They're both together. Yeah, look, we're friends. Arsenal. They had a full-on scrap before the game last week. They both got dropped from the starting lineup because of it. And now they're squaring the ball to each other because they love it. Fornals has come off. Didn't see you come on for. Oh, it's Haller. Seb Haller has come on for Fornals. And David Luiz is the old pitcheroo. And he's come on for Bukayo Saka. So what that tells me is Kolasinac has gone to left wing back. And David Luiz is going to slip into the back three. That's what that tells me. And some big hold-up play in the bottom corner. That's what we want to see. Some big hold-up play. No, there's one more change, and that's for West Ham, and it's Felipe Anderson. So they are actually going for it, and Aaron Masuaku is coming off. Aaron, I've called him Aaron enough times in this game as well. Arthur Masuaku has come off, so that's real attacking intent now, which is good because from an Arsenal's point of view, anyway, because this can now open up gaps and make it 3-1 and put the game to bed. West Ham needs to get back in the game.
Does this put you top of the league as it stands?
Who top of the league?
Arsenal.
No. Everton will be, I believe, because their goal difference. Oh no, their goal difference. No, because they won 5-2 today.
Yeah.
They won 1-0 last week, so that's a +4. So this, if Arsenal score from this, Aubameyang, oi. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper there. And also giving away a silly free kick. So, yeah, I think this does put Arsenal back on top. And then a victory against Liverpool next week. And then going to win the league, mate. We're going to win the league. And it's not my fault, you know. I am just putting out there, but we still might get a point out of this. West Ham, here comes. Oh God, what's he trying to do there? He's trying to be too clever, Felipe Anderson. It looked like a FIFA glitch, the way he tried to do some backheel pass to find Declan Rice. Yarmolenko very deep at the moment, very deep. He's trying to do the step overs. He's been sold, and he's whipped the ball in. It's been headed away from Granit Xhaka and hacked away by Aubameyang.
I've just seen that Felipe Anderson pass now.
What's he?
That was awful.
What's he doing?
He even whips his head like he should be dead proud of himself. It's like, bro, it's 91st minute and you're 2-1 down. Sort it out.
Like a FIFA glitch from like 2014, like FIFA 14 or something like that. It's like that's just the way he passed.
That's what the players feel like when someone pauses it after 30 minutes. Like, come on.
Good whip. And what can West Ham do from this? Oh, wow, he's got in the way of that. Well done. But, look at that. Danny Ceballos literally nipped in there just in front of Seb Haller there. He's given a free kick to Arsenal, but both men are down. David Luiz still doing bits or time to call it a day. I would like to see David Luiz play in a defensive central midfield position. I would like to see that. It would help. It really would help. Liverpool lose a game. Yeah, they're going to lose next week to Arsenal, honestly. Yeah. We all know that's a lie. We all know that's a lie. It's at Anfield.
It's Anfield without the fans.
The only good thing going for it is the only benefit for Arsenal there.
What, the fact there's no fans?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we still know the pitch, but
but you haven't got the top end singing like taking you home, have you?
All like into the net by the fans, right?
Yeah, it's like this is your Is this your the beginning of your third season or your fourth season since you last lost a game at Anfield?
2017, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. So this is the fourth
Oh, that's
season.
a great ball through the middle. Aubameyang, Pepe, and ball. Eddie, can you finish it? It bounced around too much for him. And he's won a corner. Lovely. 30 seconds to go.
Gav, if it ends the way it does and you get the win, you got to be happy with this.
I'm happy with 3 points, not happy with the performance.
Oh, of course, but I think you just need to find a plan B.
Yeah. Oh, Fabianski's gone and actually taken the ball to the corner spot. Corner quadrant. And put the ball down to try and knowing that there wasn't a goalkeeper between sticks. There we go. Waste of time. And Arsenal got a throw in. Jesus Christ. This has been a toll of energy, but I'm very happy with the win. There you go.
There you go.
There's full Thomas. It's Arteta. Now changes. I'm still not a fan. As I said it at half time, like about things that need to change and stuff like that. I still believe shape change was required. This is West Ham. You can't do that against Man United, Tottenham, Wolves. You know, the teams that were knocking around where we were. You definitely can't do that against Chelsea, Liverpool. You know, you can't do that. Man City. You know, so yeah, it's been a tough slog. That now, I don't know whether that's classed as grinding out a victory or not. I think the answer to that will be after 30 games. You know, 25, 30 games. Where are Arsenal at that point? Where are West Ham at that point?
Where are Arsenal by Christmas? That's what you got to look at.
No, because we've been top at Christmas a couple of times over the last 10 years.
You're not aiming for top, so if you're top at Christmas, then you can
but
top 4.
Teams that finish top at Christmas historically would go on and win the league.
Except Liverpool.
Arsenal did it twice.
Liverpool were the first team to be top at New Year's Eve and not win it. No.
And not win the league. So, yeah. But, yeah, hey, look, it's a win. We all know that game was absolute dog. And there's not really much we could do about it. So, a W is a W for Arsenal there. The fact that West Ham...
next season, next week.
The fact that West Ham, you know, they were dogged there. And they got the equaliser and they weren't able to, you know, nick a point or get the win. How do you think that would affect West Ham's mentality?
Well, West Ham actually played a lot better than they did the week before. And they still come out of a loss. I think that's the difference in this year. But then again, it's only 2 games in. But if Antonio can't bail you out, then it's championship football for you. Unless
who else is able to help him out? You know, like who's, you know, the changes they're making. They're not going to spend the money. They're not going to spend the money at all.
I bet you if they're sitting rock bottom, they will.
Well, they've got no choice. But not they've gone in for James Tarkowski.
Not going to happen.
Why would he leave? Why would he leave Burnley? That's a backward step, in my opinion.
It is.
They put in a 25 mil, a 30 mil, and apparently they're prepared to go up to 50 million.
Saying that though, if Tarkowski doesn't believe he can step up club wise, it is an upgrade in terms of wages and location for most people anyway.
Yeah, and I get that. And like the
So
footballer's
if he just doesn't see him playing for a top 6 side, then surely you just go for the player wage because you're going to be playing the same competitions anyway.
Yeah, and a footballer's wage, a footballer's career, sorry, is only a short time. People might moan about how much money players are on and that sort of stuff, but you know, not every player is on 150, 200 grand a week, you know, and
Just me and Gav.
yeah, do you know what I mean? And like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I would love to make 20 grand a week, but then it only takes one injury, you're out of your career, and like your career's screwed and stuff. So I don't mind the fact that they get paid that sort of money, but to leave Burnley on whatever you are on a week, James Tarkowski, and then go to West Ham for a bit more, I think that's backwards mentality. And he's 27, he's coming up to his prime. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll tell you what, I would like to see Liverpool go in for James Tarkowski.
Won't happen.
And then play Tarkowski and Van Dijk as your two centre halves. I think that would be brilliant. You got your man out there chopping, winning headers, doing his thing, and then you got your ball player leader at the back in Van Dijk. I think that would work.
Cut. Sam. Sorry.
Just a little freeze there. But yeah, that was our watch along for Arsenal versus West Ham. It wasn't the greatest game of football. If you're an Arsenal fan, you'll be very, very happy with the 3 points, probably not the performance. Big things to change ahead of their game next week. Arsenal have got a game during the week as well in the League Cup against Leicester. I believe that's an away game. Who have West Ham got? West Ham, they have got Hull in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. West Ham fixtures. West Ham, they have got Hull during the week, and then they've got Wolves at home next weekend. So that's not going to be an easy game. That game's at 7:00, which tells me that we might have to do our review show a little later because I wouldn't mind watching that game. And we might have to, if Sunday game's going to continue kicking off at 7 p.m., then we're going to have to change our whole thing completely anyway, aren't we?
We work hard.
we do work hard. We do graft. Simon says, catch you tomorrow, lads. Thank you very much. And we are going to catch you guys tomorrow as well. So before we go, as you can see along the bottom of your ticker, which I've actually just removed because I want to put it on the main screen. There we go. And that's it there. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. It would be lovely if you did. We have got 647 subscribers. We'd love to make that 1,000. Really, really would. YouTube.com/Top Football. Make sure you download Soccer Manager 2021. It's available now on the App Store and on Google Play. Ed, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure as always, mate.
Pleasure's always mine. Pleasure always mine. And did you know if you put Top into Google, our name comes up first? Imagine that. Thank you and goodbye. And thank you, everybody, before I go, for all your comments and all of your support. And please continue supporting at Top Football on all social media. Thank you and goodbye.